It is winter again and you're fighting with your woman. From outside the apartment on the hill leading up Broadway, pressed against cold window glass, the warm glow you'd see would be Norman Rockwell life, NBC and a Christmas tree. Wrapping paper tubes unraveled on the couch, presents half wrapped, shoe boxes their lids off, open and waiting. Where the dregs of pizza boxes, chewed on crusts, and red wine jugs sit. Sliced cheese or cube provolone, gone dark yellow on white paper plates. Your hands thrown over your head, her eyes wet and red. And from outside the window you would see a symphony, a tragic comedy and song and dance blues, or election year blues, or wartime blues, love life blues, growing up blues, the sorrow of ancient oak tree, deep-rooted pain. San Diego winter where at 6 a.m. you and her drive to work. You see your breath in steam billows. To jobs you hate and to making money that goes God knows where. Up the street, the cars line Broadway, their windows fogged with dewdrops and dripping on the concrete. Southern California morning, the bums are staggering out of wet bushes draped with spiderweb trails, and damp pant cuffs scratching brown beards and wondering where their life went, and how did they get to this, and whether they'd ever touch a woman again. For one last grasp of warm teenage breath they felt in the back of a car. High school homecoming night, maybe 1985 or somewhere near there. An elegant young body or smooth long side. In the eyes of shivering nervous of a woman that wants you because you are good and you are worthy and you make her feel good. But never again, they are resigned to that. Nothing but dollar coffee at 7-Eleven and another day waiting for handouts and hobo death. The nights now are filled with talk and then quiet, where you feel dumb and thick-mouthed and can't say nothing but mumble and plead your case. You were never brave like she is, so you sit and drink and grow hard skeleton face and scare her and scare your family too. While your body rots, while your muscle goes to fat and sagged skin, while your brain goes evil, the squiggling worms and flitting haints, the spirits of soul leaving your body. So she delivers sermons and speeches, implores you to get the hell out of the city. We'd be so much happier, she says, and you could quit your jobs and run away like you used to. Back when you did things just because, and because it felt good to run away. Because you didn't worry so much like you do now. Just because. You leave the assholes behind and fuck them anyway, they don't mean shit. She says it doesn't matter what. Run, hide, retreat, surrender. Your apartment will be your grave. Work days become work months, but your friends are still jobless. Talented but so broke, freaking out on coke, snorting a raw, nostrils snarked of fire and red chapped skin. Sitting in bare apartment rooms in North Park, shooting smack and screwing each other unwashed, coming into sad loins and bent-toothed mouths and asses. Bleeding into each other's bleeding holes and bleeding together with shudder of Hep C tested at 5 p.m. Planned Parenthood, though they thought it was something worse. They are their cutting, rough, acne skin with green Heineken bottle shards and shaking with withdrawals, with DTs, with laughter, because it's so absurd, because you can still laugh, no matter how sad you are. Placing pills into each other's blued lips and packing cigarette packs, cack against bare thighs, a tangle and curl of dark black hair and white bone leg like Auschwitz. 19 years old, slipping into the void. Your parents are getting older. You see it over the dinner table on weekend visits, more like hospital visits than family time. You're a woman and needing more than you've got. She's okay, what's your problem? The last thing you did happy was your last record, and even that didn't last. Doesn't make sense anymore. What's the hassle? What's the use? You used to write and record. But who wants to write and record when you're gonna die sooner than later anyway? The city has gone frozen, and your ship has hit an iceberg. Songs of prayer. Eat the barrel of your old shotgun 4-10-22 over and under Savage Stevens your grandfather gave you when you were 10, and in love with the Vietnam War and guns and being a hero. Pull back the trigger and spackle yourself across the wall. Slump forward, your eyes stunned like a fish, the back of your head gone and hanging open like a surprised mouth. Do it before she gets home. No one will notice this time. No one will stop you this time. But God, you have options. Lie still, wine drunk in the bathtub and sink down low. Your nose bubbling out, lungs last breath. Too drunk to fight back. Run razors down wrists and bleed out alone and naked on the bathroom tiles. Shaking in a cold morning. Overdose, hang yourself, eat muffler smoke like Jackie did. Drive your car off the cliffs at Black's Beach. Glory in twisted metal wreck and white sand. Starve yourself, eat pills till your stomach swells and swims like aquarium rocks and you fade till gone-eyed. But you're a coward and you know that. You turn on the TV, mash reruns again, and sink into the couch. Fuck your deadlines, fuck your editors, fuck friends, fuck responsibility, fuck living long, fuck getting up in the morning, fuck writing the big things. The wine bottle is rising from between your legs like a dark glassed lighthouse, and you laugh, your teeth slop red-black of wine and crooked smile. With late winter come spiders in your synapses, skittering down brain tubes to eat at happiness, ideas, sex drive, energy, ambition, passion. Youth gone shriveled and frozen like rock gravel, crunching beneath your sneakers, and you're walking to that mine that killed your great-grandfather. Black-lunged Pennsylvania coal mine, its mouth is empty and fanged, and its throat runs tubed straight down. Shadowed reapers crouch on wheelbarrowed mine tracks, or lie lurking in mine cars with phantom grandfathers black-eyed, Slavic, square-faced and gray-haired, beckoning with crook of finger, saying, "Have a drink with me, kid, what's taking you so long?" She goes distant in January. "You haven't been happy in months," she says. "I don't know what's wrong with me," you say. "I feel like a bird in a cage," she says. "Nothing I once loved makes me happy anymore," you say. "You need to go to the doctor," she says. "I feel like I'm losing it," you say. We need to get out of the city, she says. I feel like I got a demon in my head, you say. What do you need me for anymore, she says. I feel like I'm already dead, you say. You're so selfish, she says. Don't leave me, you say. I feel like getting in a car and driving away, she says. You don't leave me, 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 don't leave me, don't leave me, don't leave me. At night, at clubs and bars, you drink with friends. They buy you drinks because your name is in the magazines they read. But she's off with the older kids across the club. In the back of the bar are the ones who have figured it out. While you seek the dark spots and rotting, doomed faces destined to grow old and sit in hospital beds connected to tubes and wires, yellow piss bags and sludge shit coughing a paint can or rattle, wondering if it was worth it and whether they could have done better. And you go home and drink more. Drink till everything goes muffled and warm and good, and you sing to yourself and rock happy alone on the couch. Then comes chill of dawn with light over purple hills to the east, and you pull the covers back up. Your face is a swollen mess. With spring comes a thaw of her heart, and she's driving you to go wild, to be good and be crazy. You're fighting it though, eating pills that Dr. Rand gave you, but faking happy every night. She knows it's not working. And you read religious texts, Bible, Quran, or fictionalized tales of end times, Thich Nhat Hanh and Getty Buddhist koans, Christian, a Book of Mormon, the Torah. You look for something to lead you from the dark. You wear the pants and sweaters and shirts of an old man. You shake your pill bottle and toss it in your jacket pocket. Your muscles fade and flesh falls off the bone, drops like fruit gone to rot. She tries one last time, singing the old songs, singing, come away with me, I've already quit that job. We'll finish off the bottle and the agaves too. Take a look around, everybody is sad as you. All you need are those gusanos this afternoon. And you're fading fast, you hold her hand as you walk past 7-Eleven and say, okay, sorry, you're so selfish, let's go, let's just go, okay. Open your shirt and feel the muggy hall of bayou summer Louisiana, of Tennessee tarpaulins poking black turtle skulls rippling above slime water, where a Confederate boy 18 and from Memphis fell to death escaping capture, gray billowing shirt and a hole and gaped fist where his heart once was, a lead ball resting hot near his spine. But now it's the noon shift girl, gas station girl, dyed white blonde hair, scarecrow hair with stubby fingers behind the counter. Nail filing intent, hollow-cheeked and ragged from her big night on speed and Jameson. The girl, her 16th birthday, no love, just wide-eyed and cranked. Still awake and shivering, 30 hours, no sleep, smarter than anyone in her city and her state. But no use. She takes your money and gives you change and shakes her head as you walk out. Stare into thick of trees, of chigger bites and wood ticks brown on white skin, of black culvert run creek, of Baton Rouge roadside motel, of New Orleans honk-ronked in Bourbon Bone Street southern decadence, scold eyes of Louisiana marsh and grasshoppers skipping, palmetto bugs in the weeds, bridges sloping over murk swamp water, the I-95 north pulling towards Jacksonville. Room for 3, 2 beds please. What? Oh, non-smoking, smoking doesn't matter. She and Rob wait in the car. Rob is a great surrealist, writer, friend, crazy guy, hard drinker, lover of life, but having trouble with living his season in hell now and cooking hard. Along for the ride, Rob, of Iranian descent and brooding prince of prince's eyes. Rob, with whom you eat stuffed grape leaves from a can and laugh at right-wing billboards. You have driven across the big rod divide in San Diego to deep south, and a million laughs there in between. She and Rob looking out towards the lobby at you with faces like sparrows, hopeful. The desk clerk gives you a discount saying you came at the right time. Arnold just got done talking. The Republican National Convention telecast blasting behind the lobby desk like 1,000 countless hours of televised war this year. Baton Rouge, you think, is a place to get old and have kids and get happy, but instead you hide out in comfort inns, drinking canned beer, on the back lawn patio with hurricane rain, slicked grass, robbing you in jeans with no shoes. Baby, say, looking back into the dark room, you're back to the pool and grass grounds and hot tubs steaming and warm, chlorine blue and black distance, but she's asleep. And you close the door and walk back across the lawn where Rob hands you a beer and you smile. And things seem okay for once. You stop and get gas again outside Baton Rouge, alligator swamps out behind the station. You imagine rotting faces, murdered lovers of southern lost teenagers, gray and belly down in the swamp, leeches on swollen death-fattened thigh, eyes gone dull and white like catfish. In the car you blast by a green tree line while Rob drives and smokes ashing into a Pepsi can. And you looking out the window while your favorite tapes play loud music that makes sense when your country is run by a terrorist, when your world is ripped by madness, when you feel crazy every day and you don't know where you're headed. You and your woman and your pal Rob, you are running east, you are going east. The joy hits your heart and you turn the tape up and sing along. Get drunk and fall asleep in motel bathtubs. Get drunk and forget about your home in San Diego. Your lost job, your old apartment, your publisher gone mad from what? Get drunk and fall down on Canal Street, French Quarter, singing blues, sailor songs, sea shanties. Sloppy to kill memories, run, hide, retreat, surrender. It's okay, and you'll save yourself from yourself and write a book and a record about it too. And Dan will play guitar and hand you a mic and plug you in, and you'll drink together and he'll run the tape all night, and all will be alright, because we will fix ourselves, you think. We will. But in New Orleans, you breathe in the tar and gumbo stewing, stale beer puked smell from bars, and pray to the immensity of soft summer night. An afternoon in New Orleans, your woman sees Dixieland jazz, street musicians, street performers, white-shirted and sweaty, and she cries. They are playing brass horns and drinking beer from paper cups. They smile and wink and drink and play, and she cries. She loves them all. Rob wandering up ahead, in sunglasses and camera, and you are holding hands, and she is crying. God, I love them all, she says. I love them all. A double-minded man is unstable in all his ways. Let the brother of low degree rejoice in that he is exalted, but the rich in that he is made low, because as the flower of the grass he shall pass away. And toss yourself away into the mud, into the dog shit, into the spit, because debasing yourself will profit you diamonds and leave your good soul intact. You and your woman and Rob drink till bleary-eyed, and then leer and drool to lie in dark night of curb. Rampart Street, while the casino lights blink and flash neon, and strip club bouncers southern drawl curses at you. They are laughing at you, but you don't care. You are drunk and okay for the first time in forever. But on a corner, she calls an old lover while you're too drunk to stand up. Your mouth open and flapped nonsense, hag, gibberish, ghost talk, and sing. You sing and you sing, but you don't say nothing. The harbor in Jacksonville makes you think of white paint iron-sided shrimp boats, crab cages, and fish nets. Dry docked, the brine salt scrape of barnacles, now scrubbed off clean with slab of red paint like tugboat. Along the freeways, hurricaned tree limbs cracked and limped now in the sweltering heat. The rank of slide guitar blues you hear replayed in memory. From 1,000 movies about the South, the deep South, and deeper till you find what you are looking for. Drive fast, play music loud, write it all down, feverish in notebooks. Feverish because you haven't felt shit in months. Racing because, what else is there? The I-10 glows in oil paint cowboy movie fantasies. Your car is a cab to death. You don't care. At night, flowered red crosses she points out while you drive and Rob's asleep. Markers beside the road, reading in painted hand script. Dave Jeffries, 1967 to 2004. But meaning, there was someone I loved, and they died here, and now I am alone. You drive in quiet. In surreal pitch darkness outside, the drone of cicadas and frog horks, while AM radio plays bluegrass. And the singer singing, let's pass around that long neck bottle and we'll all go out on a spree. Because today is the last of Wild Bill Jones, tomorrow will be the last of me. That's about you, you say. You're bad news, and you both laugh and drive on. The raw animal stink of horseshoe crabs died on the beach, Florida, Amelia Island plantation outside Jacksonville, south of Fernandina Beach. Brown salad bowl helmets, prehistoric undersides, and long dragon tail, but rotting near the shore. You drag one up on the beach by its tail and flop it over. Its belly is a chassis of claws and ribbed lobster armor body. You say, I am sorry you died. I am sorry you are gone. But she's on a towel by the sand dunes, and Rob is off on a plane back to San Diego, back to work and to life, and her cousin is visiting from Georgia, both pretty and tanned on towels in sun and sunglasses, reading their books. The driftwood and soap sud sea foam hits your feet. I can ignore the past and fake a new name, you tell yourself. Your old name and self and face and life crawling into mossy green grave. To wake up new and smiling and sweaty, earth-touched and sun-kissed, watching yachts off the coast, white dots past crumbling breakers. The sea is my brother, you say, and laugh insane laughs and shaking with feeling alive. Why do you always run at the first sign of trouble, darling, you think? While she lies next to you, in the sand on a towel, the smell of sea on her skin, hair warm of coconut. Why are you afraid to run, and why do you let trouble hit you, she probably thinks, and you imagine so, and you feel okay. And flop over and sleep a while in the sand in Florida. But then it's fog and rain and sheets over Chesapeake Bay. The slope of Chesapeake Bay Bridge, 2 a.m. You left her back in Virginia with a friend, the old lover. And you're driving alone now to New York. Is this freedom, sings the singer on your tape, is it? In Delaware in the morning, dawn chill to burn off by noon. The beachgoers will speed past. And crab shacks in beach towns, the highway slicked with sand, and New Jersey Turnpike packed and crazy. Voices in the next room, New Jersey motel, muffled that sound miles away, and the bells clang and the nautical ship cry, foghorn, sad harbor, and you cast the nets, fishermen, cast the nets, cast your nets. And what kind of cure is this? A good cathedral. And now it's nighttime in Brooklyn, your expatriate San Diego friends smoking cigarettes and talking about home 2,000 miles away. Now just a misty, marbled dream. And you talk about old faces you'll never see again, and thank God San Diego can fall into dust and be gone with the wind. And Jamie Boehner brings home a case of beer, and Megan and Nick and Tara and you clap. Where are we going tonight, you ask? Their eyes shine happy. And then 10 a.m., the filth smell, the booze and summer heat. And what time is it? What day is it? God only knows when your reality becomes move. 4 letters and a purpose. Keep moving, keep buying gas every 4 hours. Keep watching the signs, keep playing the radio, keep driving, keep staring at oily shimmer of mirage, keep sleeping on floors, keep plunking postcards into mailboxes, keep passing out on couches or sideways across friends' beds. Your dream mind racing through old publishing deadlines. The nightmares of putting out the magazine and suddenly there's no cover, there's no back page ad, your feature writer is missing. Where's the wine column? There's a fire at the printer, your computer, and it eats a column, but you wake up wet with sweat, your heart thumping, and thank God your life is still unmoored, and that it was all just a dream. You dream about San Diego every night, that the magazine is still going, that you still go to work every morning, and you and your woman still want to die, but you wake up, things are different. You hope you think you like anyway. So you meditate on Jamie's fire escape late night, the overhung sprawl of cities shining beneath you, the rumble of BQE, cladding cat roll, clap rack, the fire escape of your ultimate fire escaping. You call her from Brooklyn and she's happy. You tell stories and it is good. And there's angels and expressways, flash of semi-trucks bawling, lights of ambulance blasting down Lorimer. Black girl tries to sell you rock. She says, "You smoke rock? You smoke rock?" Nah, not me. Drink more because it feels good when you're already drunk. Talk riding with Jamie because his mind is great. Enjoy life because you haven't in years. Miss your woman because of how she brings her shoulders up slow to her chin, shrugging at the sadness of life. Somewhere across the big blazing continent in Los Angeles, Johnny Ramone died last night, prostate cancer, grizzled and unsentimental, a staunch Republican in a land of liberals. And now in New York, bartenders play "I Want to Be Sedated" 3 times in a row, and everybody gets drunk and shouts the words. Somewhere in the city, neon lights shine in a flash of brownstone apartments. Henry Miller lives, where Mama Maria San Ignacio Flores, a refugee of Cuba, not yet 40, frets over cats who stretch and stalk down the hall. Her children are sleeping, thank God, how she wishes they were never born. Because soon they'll be awake and clamoring for breakfast. Captain Crunch, Lucky Charms, Trix, Frosted Flakes, cereals named after movies or TV shows. Pop Stars, Shrek 2, cereal, sugar cereal she couldn't even afford when good old Gilberto was still alive and bussing tables all day down on Bedford. Humble and fighting for her, holding her at night and squeezing all alone and whispering sex thoughts into her ears. But her children will soon be watching screaming cartoons, toy commercials with high-pitched squeal. "Mama! Mama, yo necesito eso!" And she sits at the table, the rounded wooden kitchen table, and stares into nothing. The Empire State Building outside her window looks like a beautiful rocket ascending to heaven. "And New York to Mexico in under a second," shouts the billboard. And the cardboard floor roof fire escape is rust steel splat scaffold built in 1938 by old Joe Palermo in Italy, work pants and mud boots. And from inside Jamie's apartment comes the smell of pasta and fresh garlic. His roommates are cooking and drinking wine, laughing. The TV broadcasting war news, 1,000 U.S. casualties now in Iraq. Rebel insurgents kidnap civilians, beheaded immortally on the internet. Email it to all your friends. You're all so removed. They aren't even people to you. Or the soldier 20 years old, life ended by secret bearded street bombers or swarthy snipers fighting a war bigger than we know. Allah or God or country and sober-eyed and calm, leveling sights crack in an explosion of cooked blood, meat brains, gone life, useless, 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 age-old squabble of pride and heart. You can get pissed drunk as you want with your friends in a million cities and watch so-and-so phony intellectual asshole passes a bong and you decline, but you keep hitting your bottle. Nothing hangs weighty as this. You won't understand anyways. Your life's safe. Little workaday troubles, love life troubles. Your troubled mind not working good as it used to. Writer's block, depression, anxiety, suicide thoughts. Zoloft, obsessing over your girl who's bad news and off with who knows. And Virginia getting drunk with whoever and going around with who, when, why, where. Your worries are small. You have no idea.
And it can go either way. depends, like Daniel says, having faith, and that we, I think, in a way, while I feel bad to leave the woman that previously called, you know, fixed it.
In the subway you ride and eavesdrop. Mexican family, father, baby son, quiet, pretty wife. Chucky, whispers Dad, reminding wide-eyed son about the movie they were into last night. Child's Play, Bride of Chucky. No, one son, shaking his red-brown mestizo puppy face, sweet face, smart and baby-minded. Chucky está aquí, whispers Dad, pulling the son up to his face, making big, scary boogeyman eyes. No, squirms son. Chucky, el terrible muñeca, Chucky the terrible doll. No! Father's eyes are bright and happy. His wife smiles and shakes her head and goes back to Us Weekly. Chucky está su papi ahora. Chucky's your father now. No, stop it! Okay, he concedes, laughing and bouncing his son on his knee, like you're told families in America are supposed to act. But then Sly catches his son unaware, whispering again, Chucky, in warbled ghost voice. I know! Yo soy Chucky, Chucky está su papi! You eavesdrop again alone in a coffee diner just off the phone with her. She was crying in Virginia, things falling apart. It was like everybody was giving me the finger, all those cactuses, says the dark, undershirted Italian cook. Big like 9/11 fireman statues to his regulars at the counter. He's describing a trip he took last week. You gathered to Arizona to see his sister. You see any lizards? Asked the old woman, Jewish. I saw them. Geckos? Them too. Roadrunners? Nah, only in the cartoon. Later on, they're talking about a regular who just left. Yeah, she's a painter, says the cook, wiping the counter with a rag. Like Van Gogh? Quips a young Puerto Rico wise guy, maybe 18, in a flannel shirt. Tres flores, slaked gleam hair. Yeah. New Yorkers, they don't care about anything. And eavesdrop again at Coney Island, Nathan's famous hot dog cafe table. Chill of early evening, the crying, soaring seagulls. Air smells of salt and sand, the cold breeze of summer's last days. Jamie, his roommates, and you drink Coors Light from styrofoam cups, which taste delicious, and eat hot French fries with ketchup and grease hamburgers. And the homeless woman that looks like Flava Flav stalks the tables wanting money. You wanna fight now, cornbread? She says to the black boy sweeping up soda cups and hot dog wrappers. Cornbread? Says Jamie, laughing. You smile big and shake your head. In the New York park and sunny while you write postcards cross-legged on the grass, and groups of Mexican and Filipino women pushing strollers of blonde rich babies in the hot air. Now you're leaving New York to save your woman in a hot chariot of gold and fire. Show her you've changed, that you're better now, that you are healed, that you are happy, you are virile and a man and not scared anymore. You will take her in your arms and say, yes, darling, I will live up to my potential. Yes, I will write what I've promised, and Dan and I will make the best record ever. You promise that. You promise that you come back to life and love her like she should be loved, but you're still hours away. You still have so far to go. Powering the late night dead souls at the Hollywood Motel, they call it, outside Wilmington, Delaware, en route to Norfolk. Wilmington, where at 4 a.m. trucks lumber by with great cylinder tubes of gasoline or cement milk loads, or crushed cars and flat stacks in the motel parking lot. You sit in the motel parking lot, ghouls of girls shivering in the night air on speed, 6 in one room, flicking lighters and sucking white smoke trails. Tinfoil pipes billowing out lungfuls of sweet speed smoke till their hearts race and flutter and climb step ladders to heaven. You pay and you get your key and you park your car and they hover, looking out from
bright lit TV flash motel rooms, smoking cigarettes in shorts and wild hair, big bruises on their legs, floppy tits and no bra, big t-shirts. Their eyes like caves and sockets or dry wells, hovering the hover have of paid sex or to get high or higher, just raw mule bones. Big Reebok sneakers with sweatshirts, college names on them, their faces like evil jack-o'-lanterns of childhood, October, Halloween, open mouth smoking and vultured. I don't want you think, and lock yourself inside your room. You try to call her Virginia, but the lines are dead. Your room is a ticking clock. The hard darkness before morning, yellow lit and cancered cities neath overpasses spans Delaware, cancered staticky infomercials and softcore porn channels, cancered the Indian Hindu desk clerk taking your money in pajamas and red paint dye, not tired but sick, cancered the smell of wet road, wet grass, pasture stink on your sneakers, cancered the motel sheets with ancient fleck of blood spots now around, cancered the motel signs blinking in sick Hollywood motel, its H is diseased and flickering, cancered the metal click of crickets outside your window, cancered your doubt creeps in, cancered soldiers of spiders in the bathroom, cancered the 24-hour McDonald's with boil-faced old woman sitting in the drive-through window, register box slumped and toothless, staring out to the night. Once beautied and water-fat with youth, cancered you are free but you are not free, cancered the summer is ending, cancered your grandfather is dying, cancered you're getting old. But then you're driving again, the sun is out, and summer shade from trees, tiger stripes the road. You are together again and you are heading home. You relate to the world through smells. Oak campfires smell like beach fires in San Diego. Incense and car carpet and cigarettes smell like being 18 and in love. Drying dog shit black on green Kansas lawn smells like summertime. Water and river brush smells like summertime in Arizona and Colorado River. Hot buds of weed burning smell like being 15 and sober while your friends laugh and grin, slant-eyed and high. Rose water on bare skin smells like your woman when you're heading home with her. From weeks away, apologies made and nothing resolved. Nothing is resolved, life is still a big hanging sulk of mystery or futility or repeating patterns or hurt feelings of too much damage done maybe, but together and heading home. You are heading home.